way the game was breaking down, me and Mick talked before the inning, and if we got to Reddick, we needed to have Cody ready. And fortunately, he got out of it and then held him because, man, they keep coming at you. I mean, I think there's a lot of qualities about both teams that are kind of similar. You know, fortunately, we answered a couple times because they weren't going to quit playing.
What do you think of your guys' approach against the colors?
You know, early, we did a real good job early, a lot of times before guys could settle in. And then he really went to that breaking ball, and it's a good one. It's one of the better ones. Carlos had a couple really good at bats. That the double to score the two, that was huge for us. I mean, they're a really good team. They run some guys out there in their bullpen that, you know, they can be a handful.
Was the plan kind of just to go after that breaking ball because it seemed like guys were waiting on it early in that first inning? Or was that just something that happened? I think the first 3 hits were on the breaking ball.
You know, I don't know about waiting on it. I think you're trying to get in hitters' counts and get a good pitch to hit.
Speaking of Miller's ability, you know, there was a lot of things going on in that inning.
Yeah, there was, and they really pushed him. But you saw in the end, I mean, not just his ability to have good stuff in pitch, but his competitiveness. I mean, he reached back for some pretty good stuff there, and he needed it. They made him work really hard. That was fun to watch. That's a fun game to watch. It was two good teams playing.
What'd you think of Bauer tonight?
You know, I thought he was good. I mean, good velocity. The ball had a lot of life on it. Early on, he had some strikeouts. Just, when you have a leadoff walk against a team like this, the ballpark was not going to play big. You could tell. McCann sitting back there, you got a 3-run lead, and you walk the leadoff hitter, it's a homer. I mean, they're really dangerous. I think you got to try to limit giving them anything because you saw, have an error, turns into a longer inning. They keep coming.
With Brantley, it seemed like the question was that even if he was able to get himself back on the field this season, how much power would be there with the lead shoulder? The consistency of the quality contact has really stood out.
I agree. We were talking about before the game, like getting him back in name is one thing, but getting him back as the player he was, that's pretty impressive on his part. And I think the more repetition he gets, you're starting to see him get some timing, and that's good.
He still, it doesn't look like he tries to do too much, just like before on the single. The 2-run single, it's just.
He's got a really good idea what he's doing. I mean, when there's a runner on third with less than 2 outs, you very rarely see him pull off. He can shoot the ball the other way, and then if they, when they start, they oftentimes pitch you backwards because there's a run in scoring position. But he's on time because he's probably thinking the other way more so than even on a normal at bat.
You mentioned McCullers breaking ball. Is going the other way with that the important approach? Because or was that just the byproduct of sort of? Or
it's getting something up that that you can handle. Hit maybe either not swinging at the really good ones or because those are hard to hit. He got going there for a while where when he needed something, he went to it. But getting something up in the zone.